Do you admire people who help others without expecting anything in return? Who believe that even the smallest act of kindness can completely change someone's life? If yes, then this story is for you. The weather in Seattle was strange that day. Cold wind, light rain, and moments filled with fog. James Walker, a 38-year-old registered nurse, was stepping out of the hospital after a long double shift. The exhaustion was visible on his face, but his heart still overflowed with empathy and kindness. He usually followed the same route home every day. But that evening, he took a slightly different turn. After picking up medicine from a nearby pharmacy, he headed toward the bus stop. That's when he noticed a little boy sitting alone. A wet hoodie clung to his small frame, his sneakers were torn, and a plastic grocery bag beside him held 2 books and a broken pencil. James paused. The boy was sitting at the edge of the bench, eyes heavy with sadness, shivering quietly. "Hey, buddy, you okay?" James bent slightly and asked. "Yeah." The boy replied, but his eyes gave away the truth. He was not okay. James sat beside him and said, "My name's James. I work at the hospital nearby. What's your name?" "Chris," he said softly. "Chris Evans." James offered him some coffee from his still, warm thermos. The boy refused at first, but accepted it after a pause. Their conversation started slowly, but as the rain picked up, Chris began opening up. "My mom, well, my dad left. And now it's just me and my mom. She lost her job. And the school says I can't come back unless we pay the full tuition." James felt a knot tighten in his chest. He didn't pull out his wallet, he pulled out his phone. "Which school?" he asked. Chris named a nearby public charter school. Coincidentally, the same one where James had volunteered during his training years ago. James called the school directly. "Hi, yes, I'd like to pay a student's tuition. Chris Evans. Yes, the full year, and his supplies too." The boy stared in disbelief. "Why are you doing this?" he asked. James simply smiled. "Because when I was your age, someone helped me too. I'm just paying it forward." Chris's eyes welled up with tears, but he tried to hide them. He whispered one line, "I'll never forget this." Little did James know that he had just witnessed a promise. One that would return to save his own life one day. 12 years later, James was now nearly 50. He still worked at the hospital, but his health had started to decline. Chronic fatigue, occasional dizziness. Doctors said it was stress, but James kept ignoring the signs. One evening after finishing his shift, everything went black. He collapsed in the ICU hallway. The staff rushed him to emergency. When he opened his eyes, he saw machines blinking, monitors beeping, and bright hospital lights. His chest was wrapped, tubes were attached, and he felt weak. "Mr. Walker, you're awake," a nurse said. "Your doctor will be here in a moment." Moments later, a young cardiologist entered the room. He was tall, confident, and in his late 20s. His eyes held something familiar. "Stir." "James Walker," the doctor said gently. "I'm Dr. Chris Evans. I'll be your cardiologist." James blinked. "Chris." Chris pulled up a chair with a warm smile. "You paid my school fee, sir?" "When no one else would. That day changed my life. I never forgot. I became a doctor because of you." James's eyes welled up. "I didn't even remember your last name. I never imagined." Chris gently held his hand. "You taught me what kindness truly means. I worked hard every year, got scholarships, went to med school, and now I'm here. Your treatment is my responsibility. From that day on, Chris took over every detail of James's care. He brought in top cardiologists, arranged for clinical trials, and personally checked on him every evening after his shift. He even helped resolve James's insurance issues. One day James asked, "Why are you doing all this?" Chris replied, "Because you didn't walk past a poor kid sitting in the rain. You stopped. You cared. You gave me my future." It took months for James to recover fully. But when he walked out of the hospital, he did so with a stronger heart and a heart full of gratitude. On discharge day, as Chris walked him to the car, he said, "People think heroes wear capes, but mine wore scrubs, carried a thermos, and sat beside a boy in the rain to give him a second chance." James looked at him with pride. "Promise me something." "Anything," Chris said. "Keep doing this. Keep giving others the same chance I gave you." Chris squeezed his hand. "I promise. Just like you did." Sometimes paying someone's school fee isn't just charity. It's a lifelong investment in humanity. If this story touched your heart, if you also believe that kindness never goes to waste, then hit that subscribe button right now. Welcome to Kindness Talk, where every story speaks straight to your soul.